Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same. It's on my face, I cannot hide from the mistake my parents made. I'm never moving on. Not made from love, a remnant of a selfish motive. Was I needed? Do I need it to go wrong? Polarized in hair and pain, pumping through my veins. Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same. If I embrace the side of me, I only fuel the fire. But is it wrong for me to fight against the balance of my power? History in halves, one brain. I will break the chain. Oh no, tokori wa yobu. Moeru rame koru to boku no ai to kirai ni iru. Oh no, tokori wa yobu. Moeru rame koru to boku no ai to kirai ni iru. I love, I hate the same.
Well, oh shoot, I got pushed the wrong. Good morning, guys. Did we survive Thanksgiving 2023? What a I don't know, man. It's like every time I take a couple of 3 days off, I think I'm almost like Tommy, right? Tommy goes on vacation and the world melts down, right? That's kind of, I feel like, what happened, right? I went out of town for a few days to do the whole Thanksgiving thing with family and what have you. And, oh, Lord. Anyway, guys, 2 days. I spent 2 days in a hotel, the hotel bed. I've never seen a bed like this. It literally, if you moved, when me and the wife, was in the bed, whatever, and like if either one of us moved basically 1 inch from the position that we were forced to sleep in, we literally would be bucked into the floor. I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you, it was And then there was like racket and stuff that was going on. Anyway, and then the coffee. Camper or RV, squatching darling, I hear you. I hear you. And that is like a bucket list type item. And who knows, maybe one of these days that will happen. I don't know. We'll see. I had delusions of grandeur. At one point in time in my life, I thought, when I retire, I'll sell my place. I'll buy one of those big Winnebagos. We'll pull a vehicle behind us and we'll just live. We'll just travel. That's all we'll do, just travel. Travel all over North America, right? All through the United States, continental United States, up and through Canada. I love Canada. I've been there a couple of times. The people are wonderful. The French Canadians can be a little testy at times, but I still think they're probably decent people if I just was given a little bit of time to get to know them. But my limited interactions with them was, well, um, yeah. But I still would love, to get back up. I want to get back up into Canada, and I want to get back up in there and exactly squatching. I didn't know you were actually French Canadian. That's what I'm saying. I think the people. I think maybe I got a very limited. I got like a real just limited exposure, so I can't like let one or two influence my opinion of of entire sector of Canada. So uh, anyway, so but we had a real good visit with family and stuff. Had a good visit and all that. I was so glad. But hotel coffee, guys. I think I think that really needs to be looked at. I think that really needs to go down as cruel and unusual punishment. Seriously. Um, Yesterday afternoon we were headed home. I was it was like 1 o'clock or so in the afternoon or something like that, or maybe it was two. I guess it was about 2 o'clock, whatever. And we were heading home and stuff. And I told the wife, I said, listen, I gotta have some coffee. And so she pulled through a Sonic and she got me some coffee because there was nothing like really handy, like one of those little coffee, those little coffee shops, those little coffee barns, or whatever you want to call them, right? There was none of that around. So we just went through a Sonic and I got a cup of coffee and it was okay, you know. But I'm gonna tell you what, to be able to get home and to drink coffee out of my mug in my house and sleep in my bed last night, whew, it was so nice. I love seeing family that they're off, whatever, get together. I love that. Boy, I love getting home too. Mm. I love to get back home. And anyway, all right. So went out there and looked. There's a couple of things to talk about this morning. Not a whole lot. So let's just kind of just get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get into it. Let's see what we got here right off the bat. So we're gonna say the coffee meme, of course, of the morning is, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to drink you again." So 100%. I'm sure as you guys are noticing, usually Saturday mornings are my members only stream. But since I have not streamed since when was it? Was last time I streamed? Monday. Yeah, Monday night when we did the fifth and final Five Nights at Freddy's stream. Which, by the way, that whole series of gameplays that we did together, guys. Um, there was some we had some fun. There was some jump scares. There may have been some heart palpitations and maybe some arrhythmia that kicked in here and there. But I think overall we had a lot of fun and enjoyed it. I will look to maybe going back and maybe finishing up some of those games with you guys as well. But I did have fun. I did have fun doing it. Um, and again, I want to thank you guys for financially supporting that and so that we could do that. The good news is I don't. I'm gonna probably have to wait till Monday to get into with my contact. I've got a liaison or whatever you want to call it, contact. Um, there with Meta PC, and we'll get with them Monday to get that PC ordered and get it on the way. Um, the good news is, um, it looks like we between memberships, that donation, a little bit of actually got a little ad revenue this month. It wasn't a whole lot, as I think total was maybe like $6 or $7. Yeah, YouTube ad revenue. But all right, every little drop helps, right? We're going to be able to get the PC that I really was hoping to get to that price point to get, and we're even going to have a couple of bucks left over to start out the new year with to better to and so we'll be able to start looking after the first of the year to help somebody else, and it's all thanks to you guys, and I again from the bottom of my heart I appreciate it, and I know that the person when they get it is going to be very appreciative as well. So let's see. All right. So let's talk about Thanksgiving. So one of the things that is like a U.S. staple or American staple, whatever, is I think it's still Macy's Day Parade, Thanksgiving Day Parade. I think that's I haven't watched it in years and years and years. Um, uh, but I can remember as a young child, uh, you know, child of 6, 7, 8 years old, something like that. We always had Thanksgiving at my mom's mom and dad's home, right? My granny and my grandpa, right? That's where we and all the kids and their kids, whatever, compiling, and it was always. I have such wonderful, fond memories of those Thanksgivings. And one of the things that the kids would do is when the parade, we were forced outside to play and stuff till the parade started, right? When the parade started, then they would turn on the television and the kids would all clamor around the television to watch the parade because we love to watch the big inflatable floats like Snoopy and Charlie Brown and Woodstock and just all the different characters that they would, you know, bring through the parade route and stuff. And that was always such a wonder to me as a child, right? Because when you're a kid, you have just your mind is open and you have imaginations and stuff, and it was such a thing. And like I say, I haven't watched the parade in years. um and maybe I need to try to do that next year. Let's watch the parade and maybe try to recapture maybe a little bit of that childhood, that innocence. I don't know if it's possible, but anyway, nonetheless. um so this year they introduced Luffy, right, from One Piece, which is, this is a show that has taken kind of the internet, if you will, or the even so the world, uh, kind of by storm. Netflix has done the live action, which I know really propelled it. I know a lot of people. Uh, Someone who comes to mind fairly quickly is D-Max. He drugged me into it, said, "Hey, watch this," and I actually did watch the live action. We did a net peckers over it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I actually recommended it to other people my age, right? They in turn watched it on Netflix and they enjoyed it. So I don't know if I'll ever start watching the anime part of it, right? Because that's a whole nother thing, right? I can't remember, they got like 1 million episodes or some nonsense on it, whatever, right? But anyway, this was Luffy. Luffy made his debut, right? Um, and poor Luffy had a little bit of a mishap, as you can see here, right? me turn this down a little bit. Oh, see, he rips his hat. Poor, poor Luffy. Ripped his little hat, right? And so as you see here, he comes to, and then the handlers, I guess, I don't know if the winds were like really having problems with him or whatever. But as you see these, he gets hung on this side, or light post there, or whatever it is. Gets hung on that. But anyway, so Luffy here had a rough, tough time of it, right? And I was talking to Max. Max and I talked a couple of times over the weekend, just chit-chatting and what have you. And I asked him if he saw that. He goes, yeah. And he got excited. And I thought, why would Max be excited? Because, you know, this is one of his favorite characters, right? And why would he be excited that the dude's hat got popped in the parade and his big debut, whatever? He said, he says, that's, what do you call it? Canon. He goes, it's canon. I said, it's canon. How is Luffy's hat getting popped and tore canon? He said, I don't want to give too much away. But he says, I guess in the storyline later on, not what I have been subjected to just on the Netflix or whatever, right? The little live action. He said there's actually a part where Luffy goes up against this giant tree, like boss or whatever you want to call it thing, and they fight. So he goes, that's actually kind of canon. He was kind of, he was kind of, I was, oh, okay. All right. So yeah, okay. I get you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's canon. All right. So he was cool with it, and I was like, all right, that's cool. But anyway, here's another scene where later on in the parade, you can see where Luffy's hat was kind of deflated or what have you here, right? Let me turn the audio down a little bit on this because it's just, but you can kind of see that the hat was kind of deflated or whatever. But he doesn't seem too worse for wear. And I'll be quite honest with you, if I might, I actually think it gives a little bit more character, right, to the character of the balloon. Because, if you watch the series, right, his hat does kind of like flop and stuff. I mean, it's not like, so I thought, okay, well, it's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. I can kind of get behind that. So anyway, I think everything considered, I think that Luffy was a hit, and I'm sure he'll be in praise and in the years to come. So good for all the One Piece fans. I think that's awesome. So anyway, continuing on Twitter and kind of I just got a few just like a real quick little things or whatever. Luffy, whatever. Okay, listen, if you tune in here, there's two things you have to understand. One, I'm not ever going to pronounce things correctly. I don't care. I'm going to pronounce it. I might get it right sometimes. And then the next time I'm probably going like most of the time, right? When I go down here and I say people's names, most of the time I'm not going to get them right. There's a few of them that I never say them the same each time. It's just, yeah, I probably said Luffy, what was it, Monkey, and Monkey D something other. I pronounced Squatching. Well, listen, the reason I pronounce Squatching right is because, Bigfoot, Squatching. It's, I don't know. That one I could get all right because how us hillbilly rednecks are, Bigfoot and all that, But anyway, so I saw this tweet that was put out, and I couldn't help myself, and I kind of this was kind of a deal, Ruthless Rose. We all know what you're talking about. Calm it down, anime nerds. It's okay. We have fun here. Listen, guys, I don't ever take anything too serious. I really, truly, I don't. This whole thing, the internet to me is just fun, right? It's just have some laughs, it's just some giggles. Now, occasionally we will talk about some serious subjects, and when that happens, we try to treat it with some reverence. We try to, we try to be respectful and stuff. But most time, dude, we just have fun here, right? So you guys don't get too excited with each other. We'll just have some fun, a little banter back and forth. It's okay. So somebody wanted a Sonic doll, right? And somebody's mama just wasn't having it, right? And I couldn't pass this up, right? So I said, sorry, Bo Blacks, your mom said no, but maybe Santa will get it for you at Christmas. and now if that was enough, but it wasn't, right? So then, right, I'll tell you this, right? So Aiden had put out this tweet, says, breaking early reports are confirming the identity of the attacker on the U.S.-Canadian border and has Canadian national Yashar Muhammad al-Boblakistan. I'm sure I didn't say that right. We will keep you updated once we get more information, right? Now, I don't know if Tommy was just doing a Photoshop, making some fun here. He probably was. I don't care. I think it was funny. He says, so they posted Bo Black's face in French-speaking papers in relation to the U.S.-Canadian bomber. Well, I think it's funny, but I bet Josh doesn't, right? So I got to thinking. To myself, was this because his mama told him no about the Sonic doll? And he went off on one of his tisms? And then that's what happened at the Rainbow Bridge? Josh? Bo Blacks? What the hair? It's French. Maybe I'm making some leaps here, guys. I may be making a few leaps here, whatever, right? But he went full Christian. Sonic Chew. Poor Bobby. Poor Bobby gets the butt of all the jokes anymore. Oh, poor dude. I almost want to feel sorry for him. I really do. But I don't. I really don't. So, I'm going to tell you something, right? I noticed, I went on of course, I was searching my Twitter feed, and I looked out there, and there was only two people that I saw that posted any of their their Thanksgiving, what do you call it, food or whatever meal, whatever you want to call it, right? So, where did it? Okay, here we go. So the first person I saw, right? Bring this up here. So one of the people I saw was Pizzle, Jessica Pizzle. She says yams without gross marshmallows and green bean casserole, right? So we take a look in here, and we're going to, let's see, I got to do this here. I got to open an image, a new tab, so we can do this. Green bean casserole, guys, yay or nay? One, if you're a green bean casserole fan, right? Just I guess in the chat you can kind of maybe do it. I don't know. Yeah, I saw you post a little turkey leftover sandwich, and then sweet potato, whatever. Yay, you guys are yay. Yay if it has. So okay, so Dinah says if it has. So the little French onion bits, right? I'm gonna let you guys know a secret. I can't stand green bean casserole. I think it's the nastiest thing in the world. I never eat it. I like green beans. I will eat green beans. The little French crispy onion things that they put on top of it on other dishes is fine, but green bean casserole, that is a no-go for me. It's no-fly zone. And sweet potatoes, let me tell you something about sweet potatoes. I don't care how you fix them. They can be candied. They can be a sweet potato souffle. They can be a baked sweet potato. I don't care how you make them. I'm not eating them. I do not like sweet potatoes. I do not like the flavor of sweet potatoes. I'm not a sweet potato fan. But, that's the cool thing, right? That's the cool thing. you guys, whatever, right? So, and I know she had a honey baked ham because if you watched any of Pizzle's videos, one of the videos she put out over the last several days, she was sneaking honey baked ham that her mom was preparing and stuff before Thanksgiving. And let me just say, if I might just say this, right, Pizzle, right? That makes you a ham thief. And ham thieves are right up there paramount to, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, people who get mad because the mama won't let them get the Sonic doll and they go and blow up the Rainbow Bridge. Okay. It's right in there with the same thing, Pizzle. You don't steal the ham before the Thanksgiving meal. That's just wrong. You don't do that. That's a criminal act. Right? I think we could all agree on that, right? Right? We can all that. Right? Exactly. So now the next person that I saw that posted like their full big, like the whole shebang, beat about a boom, right, was D-Max, of course, right? So D-Max, he's got all the stuff out here. I don't know what all this stuff. They looks like they got green bug casserole, like a couple of them, maybe some dressing, macaroni and cheese. I don't know. It looks like a mashed potato of some kind. They got some rolls. They got the jellied cranberry sauce, and they got all kinds of stuff, right? And then they come down here, and they had 3 different kinds of turkeys. They had a stuffed, baked turkey, oven roasted turkey. They had a Cajun fried turkey, and then they had a smoked, looks like turkey breast wrapped with bacon, right? It's quality control. Who ate the turkey legs? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get any turkey. They did ham, and I know people. I'm not a big ham fan. I never have been. It's okay. I ate a little ham. Be polite, but I'm not a ham fan. I'm just not. So anyway, looks like D-Max and his family had a big spread. Looks like they had a really nice thing. But the thing that was a little bit concerning to me, honestly, right, was this was all good, right? This was like really good looking stuff. It's all cool, right? The only thing that was a little bit concerning to me, honestly, right, was you're would judge weight. Why is it wrapped in bacon? That's not okay. Well, turkey wrapped, I guess, with bacon and smoked, I guess, is a thing. Toxic, I don't know. But here was the concerning thing. All the stuff for the most part looked good. I would try, Hunter try, right? Would try all this stuff, right? Except for the green bean casserole, because I already said I don't do green beans, and I don't do sweet potatoes. I just don't like them. So, was the fact that his mom posted this, right? So, why? What are you trying to say? Is the food that you guys had, was it just like, what, memes? What are you trying to say here? Did everybody just get the shits afterwards? Well, I need some clarification on this. But anyway, nonetheless, looks like the D-Max family had a really good Thanksgiving, and that was cool. So anyway, and I hope all you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving with family and friends and loved ones, and hopefully it was restful enjoyment. Hopefully there was no fisticuffs and things like that, But anyway, so let's move on past. Oh, there's one other thing I want to put out. This was something that Max put out, right? Listen, okay. I don't know what this is. I don't know, but no, I don't have a brand deal with Arby's for whatever this thing is called, the Clungus. I don't know what the hell I don't even know what the hell that is. But no, I don't have a brand deal with Clungus. I don't know. And Max, you need to quit putting out this false propaganda stuff. This was false propaganda. It's not true. I would happily do a brand deal with Arby's, but anyway, this is just not it. I don't know what in the devil was going on with that. Max, you're out of control, son. You're just out of control. There was some good news coming out of the Now Recording gang. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. I was kind of excited about this because, in my personal opinion, they've been slacking off a little bit. Yeah, they gave us a recording. Matter of fact, they just put out a recording today, right? Has the original OG crew. It's Piplutt, Toxic Piplutt. It's got Beavers and Matt Pitt, and they're just it's kind of like a little round table, like talking about some of the different things that's going on out there in the community and what have you. I did not get to watch it yet because, well, I'm here doing the show, but it is in my queue to watch today, sometime after I get through doing the show today. But so I go check that out. But the Now Recording Twitter account put out a thing, said live streams will return soon. The Spurgies is on the horizon. Now, I'm wondering, and I'm sure like most of you guys are, who all is going to be nominated for Spurgies this year, right? Who do you think has garnered the nominations this year, right? You think Flam, really? You think Flam should get another one? Another one? Possibly. I'm just trying to think who else. I hate to say this. I don't want to say this, but I feel like I kind of gotta, because, one of my co-hosts kind of had a Spurgy moment, Jessica Pizzle. She spurred, left the internet again, and then, thankfully she's back again, and she's, yeah, you can come leak everything. Toxic, I don't care. Come on here and just give up everything. I'm sure Matt and the boys won't be upset at all. I'm sure they would be love that you, they would love you coming and just spilling the beans. I'm curious. Have I had any Spurgy moments this year? It's possible. I'm not beyond doing a Spurg moment. I can Spurg. I feel like, honestly, I could probably Spurg with the best of them, right? So I don't know. But if I'm not nominated, I'm not going to like cry or whatever, right? Jardinosaur says if Pizzle isn't nominated, she's going to quit. She's going to quit commentary too. Boogie. Here's the thing though. Should Boogie be nominated for a Spurgy? I mean, I feel like, honestly, I'm not saying he's not Spurgy because he's Spurgy as hell. But I feel like the Spurgies, no, I'm not trying to stop nobody's bag. I want everybody to get their bag. I feel like, you're working on the nominee announcement images. Ooh, so Squatchet has all the inside scoop. Well, she needs to let us in on the poop. But I feel like I think Boogie, honestly, I think Boogie's too big to be for. I think like the Spurgies are really more of an intimate thing for us, right? I think it's more like, it's like for us, the small little commentary type, community or whatever you want to call them, right? I think people like Flamenco are cool. Pizzo, I'm sure Leia something is going to have to be in there. Maybe me. I don't know. There's so many, right? That could be nominated, I think, for a Spurgy. Because let's just be honest, right? This part of the internet that we exist in, right? That I include myself in this, right? Is we are kind of like the Island of Misfit Toys from that, that Christmas movie, right? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, remember? The little Island of Misfit Toys. That's kind of us, right? We're kind of the Island of Misfit Toys. And that's okay, right? Because some of us, instead of, being a water pistol that shoots water, we squirt grape jelly, or we're the little choo-choo train that's got the square wheels instead of the round ones. And I think, but we have our own little terms of endearment, and I think that's okay. And I think the Spurgies are held in good fun. and I think you know, they're cool. Um, I don't like I say I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who all is going to be nominated for the Spurgies this year. Like I said, that's just a few guesses that I have. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I qualify because I'm trying to think. I'm sure there was some stuff that I did that would be considered Spurgy because I'm about as retarded as they come most days. But anyway, I am looking forward to that. I'm excited for the Spurgies again. I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait. Um, Howells Barker says he's putting up he's putting up his cork board, getting his red string out. He's gonna figure it all out. Well, I guarantee you, Howells, you put your mind up, and you will 100%. The sloppiest clungus, sure. Sure. Harles is a girl. Okay. And anyway, Harles is going to start a YouTube channel, go full wet Wendigoon with a marker board. I don't see you guys use these things, and I have to have people to translate because I don't know what that Wendigoon, I don't know what that means, but anyway. All right, so moving along, we got some funny stuff we'll kind of watch and kind of go through and kind of whatever. And we'll just have some laughs here. We'll just have some little laughs here. Let's see, what do we got here? And so this is a museum, it says, in Washington, D.C. has a virtual Shark Tank. Watch happens when the man touches it. Okay, so let's watch this here. I'm not gonna lie. Watch this. Look at this, guys. I know that's kind of a bit fuzzy, but that kind of Wendigoon is a crater. Okay, that kind of looks like me. It's not. That wasn't me. I didn't do this, but it does kind of look like me, but it's not. A young people, yeah. It'd have to be young, because if that was today and I did that, I would still be on the floor with a broke hip, probably. Good gracious. So this one's a little bit longer. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds, right? But this one here, these are stuff that Purple sent me. She has some fuzzy, but she has some wholesome stuff too. This one here is wholesome, right? And this is so let's just give this a little watch. So we got the
Santa's Elevator Express.
Let me turn this down a little bit because it's a little bit loud in my ears. So we got the little dude here, or little dudette. I'm not for sure which way this is, right? But anyway, when he closes the door. So this is, I don't know exactly where this is at. I wished it was so we could shout this out a little bit. But anyway, it's elevator. They're getting an elevator, and they're anyway. So now the elevator is going up. That's kind of cool, right? The little display showing the gears. Okay. So it's kind of like a whole ride experience. So now they're up and above everything, right? And you see the people or the ground below them, and they're still going up. Now you think about, as a little child, right? As a little kid, this little person here, right? Having a blast, right? Stop thinking about this, and you're traveling through, right? You're traveling, and they're seeing this, right? The imagination and the innocence of a child, right, is such a precious, wonderful thing. And this is so cool. And it's so cool these parents are doing this for their baby here, right? And so now we're coming in for a landing, right? Up here at the North Pole, we're coming in, right? This is so awesome. I would have loved if they'd had something like this for my boys when we were, I'll tell you about. So yeah, a little bit short there, a little bit short, can't quite reach the stuff, right? But we read that, ring the doorbell, and here we go, right? I gotta come over here, we gotta open the door. Here we go. And look at this. Oh wow. Isn't that's just so cool, right? So someplace for come get their pictures made with Santa Claus. Look at this. And there's Kris Kringle himself. Look at that. Look at this little dude. Oh, that's so sweet and wholesome. Then that just doesn't that just exactly, K-Hook. It just brings tears to your eyes, right? It's so wholesome and innocent. And I think we need more of that in the world. And I think sometimes we forget just the innocence of a child, right? I can remember when we took our boys to, they always have the Santa in like the malls back in the day, right? And we took our boys to have their picture made with Santa Claus in the mall, right? Our boys lost their minds. And it wasn't in a wholesome way like that. It wasn't. They didn't want anything to do with Santa. They were squalling and carrying on. You see those videos and stuff today, right? Where those parents of the kids are just crying and raising. They just don't want nothing. That was our boys. They literally did not want a thing in the world to do with Santa Claus. They lost their ever-loving minds. But that was so wholesome and sweet. Thank you, Purple. Thank you for giving that to and sharing that with us. I thought that was really cool, and I appreciate that. And when I watched that earlier today and stuff, it brought a little tear to my eye. I thought that's cool. That's we need more on that, right? We need more of that kind of stuff. And so this next one we're gonna watch. This is kind of funny. So this is a truck driver, and his puppy, his little doggo, has locked him out of the truck, right? So anyway, the little dog has locked him out of the truck. Now it's got some words in it. The guy says a few curse words or whatever, right? Because he's kind of aggravated with his little doggo here, right? But in the end, and he didn't have his, so the guy didn't carry his key on him, right? So, all right, come on, But anyway, let's just kind of watch what happens between this guy and his little doggo here.
Well, this fucking sucks.
Raining or snowing or something on him, you know what I'm saying? So at least there's that, right?
Hey.
So now he's trying to get the doggo's experience.
Come here.
He goes, yeah,
hit the
there we go.
fucking button. Yep, hit the button. 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 You motherfucker, hit the button. Hit the.
He's telling the dog like the dog understands. The dog don't understand. The dog, I don't know. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. I was like, it's funny, right? So here's the deal. You shouldn't do it, but I'm sure I was guilty of this maybe. Parents sometimes will, and the kid will get them to start playing and lock the door, right? And then you got to try to get the kid to unlock the door on the car or whatever. I'm like, man, could you imagine being locked out of your vehicle? And I don't know where this was at, whatever, but it's not like there's just, it's not like there's just, I don't know. I guess they had to call like a locksmith or something, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so this one here, I probably should have done this one before now because this was kind of sad. This is kind of sad. So you guys, this was kind of a thing back in the day where radio stations would pull pranks on people, right? They call in and say, "Hey, you know, um, uh, I got this buddy, and could you guys do like a prank call? Like yeah, what was a big one back there? Was it like a Crank Yankers or something like that, right? There's different radio shows and things like that, right? Where they would do these things. Well, in this one here, there's a guy who believes that his boyfriend is cheating on him. And so there's a radio station, I guess, that does this bit or does this thing, right? To where they try to, if someone thinks that their significant other is cheating on them or whatever, right? They will go through different kinds of elaborate, like little bits and what have you, to try to trip the person up to reveal whether or not if they're, cheating. So that's the backstory, whatever, right? So we'll watch this and listen to it, and so see what you guys think.
Hi, is this Sam?
This is he. I'm sorry, who is this?
Hi, Sam. My name is Nicole, and I'm calling you from a brand new online floral company called rosesbloom.com. I'm actually calling with an offer for some free flowers. If you've got like under a minute to answer 2 survey questions, our new company is going to give you a dozen long-stemmed red roses that you can send to the person of your choice anywhere in the country. Not going to cost you a dime. This is absolutely free, and we're just hoping you'll take part in our offer and then use us in the future when you need to order flowers. Do you have 1 minute? Less than a minute?
I have Whoa, okay. There's a ticking clock. I'm sorry. Do you need my credit card or?
Nope. I'm not going to ask you for any sort of financial information. This is truly a free offer. We're just trying to spread our name.
Okay, so you get publicity and I get free flowers.
Correct.
And there's no catch.
There's no catch.
So the woman's voice, let me just say this, the radio announcer, right? I think her voice is really, is cool, right? It's cool, interesting. Now, this is evidently channel 95.5 out of Detroit, right? So I don't know, you might be able to go find them out there on internet radio, whatever, I don't know. But evidently this is a thing that they do. So this is not like a one-off. They do this all the time. So if this is something that interests you guys, whatever, you 100%, I guess, could go check them out. But anyway, it is like I said, it is from looks like it's you texted me for? I don't. It is evidently it's channel 95.5 out of Detroit. So
okay.
Have you purchased? Let me ask you the questions, and then we'll get the flowers going. Have you purchased flowers in the last 6 months, Sam?
Have I not really. No, I mean, yeah, just at the store, but not from like a website. Okay.
And do you plan on purchasing flowers in the next 6 months?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love flowers, right?
Okay. So I'm answering yes for that one, just so you know. As a thank you for participating in that survey, rosesbloom.com is going to give you that dozen long-stemmed red roses. They can go out as early as today, but we can get to that in just a second. I need to get the first and the last name of who you would like these flowers to be sent to.
So, wait, so that's it? Just the 2 questions? And now I tell you so much. I tell you who I want to send them to? This sounds crazy.
Yeah, well, that's it. You just better order from us in the future when you get flowers.
Yeah, all right. Well, if they're good flowers, then why not?
Okay.
Strictly Patrick, not only do I ignore your text, I have you on block now, so suck it.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to catch up here. Okay. So what do you need from me? You need an address?
Nope, I need a first and a last name of who you want these to be sent to.
Well, I guess I'd like them. Can you send them to Carter?
Okay. And do you have a last name for Carter? Okay. Do you have a phone number for Carter?
Yeah, I can give that to you.
Okay. Go ahead.
It is 248
Mm-hmm.
91.
Okay. And I am going to start a profile for you, Sam, so that when you do order flowers in the future, it's just going to be really easy. Carter's already on here. I just need to check a box of what his relationship is to you.
Okay, great.
So is he a friend, a relative, a coworker?
Oh, sorry. You have to check. Yeah, he's a friend. He's a buddy of mine.
Okay. And we also offer something unique at rosesbloom.com, and that's a digital voice card where you can leave your own message that's going to get sent via text when the flowers get delivered. So it's kind of just different instead of a paper card, and we're going to go ahead and record that.
Okay, great.
Okay. I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Carter. It's me. I just want to send you these flowers to put a little smile on your face.
Okay.
Well, so not looking good for the home team, guys. It looks like he is, in fact, a cheater. Now, what he doesn't know is what when the old other shoe drops, as they say. So let's see what happens when I guess, like they say, the other true, right? A friend. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jardinosaur. A friend.
Great. And Sam, I have to let you know as well that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Are you okay with that?
Of course.
Okay.
Sam, I need to jump on here and just kind of wrap up this call, and we're going to send the flowers off. But I need to inform you of one last thing before we do. That your boyfriend, Tim, has been listening into this call and just heard you send flowers to another man.
Uh-oh. I'll snap.
Sam, Tim was suspicious of you, and he was worried about maybe you having somebody else in your life besides him, and asked us to call you here.
I think this is where you say that the shoe definitely dropped, and we got some tea and drama and all that kind of good stuff. So let's see how Tim reacts to Sam, because Tim has been listening this entire time.
And do the War of the Roses. This is the Mojo in the Morning show.
Mojo in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Tim,
Yeah,
what do you want to say?
I think that we're f***ing done.
We're done. He says we're done. We're done. Donezo, right? Done. Now here's what is a little bit where makes me think this may be a little bit of a rouge, shall we say? I cannot believe, right, that this person, Tim, just heard his boyfriend, Sam, send roses to a third person, right? And is that calm and cool and collected about it, right? It just says, we're fucking done. I'm like, really? I kind of feel like there would be more to it than this. I feel like there would be an explosion, right? I feel like there would be some sort of emotions, not just we're fucking done. No, I just don't. I don't. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Anyway.
It's Tim. Tim, I'm gonna call you.
Sammy hung up the phone, and we'll try to see if we can call him back.
Oh.
Oh, they all both hung up. Oh. And that's it, right? That's it. So I don't know, guys. Maybe it's I just don't see. I mean, if you're going to go to all that to see if your partner, listen, here's a news flash, right? If you have an inkling, if you got a gut instinct or something that your partner, your significant other, your spouse, right, is not being faithful, right, not being true to you, right, there's something there, right? Otherwise, why would you feel that way? Okay. I don't know necessarily that you have to go to a ruse like that, where you go to a radio station where they do this elaborate, call and all that kind of stuff, right? Because now, it's out there for the whole world to ingest, right? For a goofball like me on a Saturday morning to watch and go, right? And so it's like, and the lack of emotion, right? The lack of emotion in all that whole thing is very sus to me, as you guys say these days, right? It's suspicious to me, because I can't believe that you would reach out to a radio station to do something like this, and then your only response to the whole thing is I think not we are, but I think we're fucking over. I don't know. I don't know. They're going to fight. You think so, Dan? I don't know, because there was no I don't know. Let's see what some of you guys have to say here. Let's see here. To see ultimate move, caught red-handed, just friends. John who died for each other, had their ashes mingled. Just friends. I don't know, Harles. That's a little bit of a reach. Damn, I was hoping Carter was a cat or a dog. I don't. What? Patrick, did you take your medication this morning? I don't, dude. You're on some stuff. Twilight midnight or midnight. Well, I don't. I can't ever get that shit right. Squatching. Where's the soundboard when we need it? Yeah. Oh shit. Right. The shoe dropped so hard it's halfway to China. Right. Good for you, Tim. I'm always so embarrassed. Yeah, maybe. You thought this was staged? Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Toxic. It was definitely staged, right? Now he's going to be a victim. Squatching over on Nerdy Live, hun. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we're done is the only reasonable thing to do. Nerdy got the good beats too. Lamau, Law. Why are you guys talking about Nerdy John? This is Coffee with Peepaw. Nerdy can go nerdy somewhere else. This is Coffee with Peepaw time, people. Come on now. Jardinosaurus says Tim already knew in his heart it was over. He was just hit up a prank show, I guess. I guess maybe because here's the deal. Kind of embarrassing to old Sambo there, huh? Yeah. Poor Sam. Why are you saying poor Sam? He out here wild in the streets, getting in the middle of strange. Poor Tim home, trying to be faithful to the situation. Dan says, the way you said it, that's the gay version of "we gonna talk later." Oh, okay. Okay. They're gonna fight. All right. If you think so, Dan. What is this? Squatch? It says, Nerdy offers me a new sound bite for every $10 donated. The chat loves when I annoy him with it. Oh, okay. I get it. All right. I'm with you, Squatch. Okay. You sound like the Arby's news goot for a second. Okay. It was a mistake. Anyway, look, I don't know. I think it was staged. And the reason why I think there was no emotion there, right? I feel like there would have been like, come get you, the scissors would have come out, clothes would have been being cut up, shit would have been being broke. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's awful calm. I mean, hey, okay. So if it was a real deal, it wasn't staged, right? And if Tim was that calm and finding out that Sam was out here wilding in the streets and getting strange, and he was able to ruin that guy, good for Tim. He's mature. He's evidently a pretty chill dude. So maybe Sam just needs to come home and find his shit in boxes on the front door, and the lock's been changed. You know what I'm saying? Howdy, later, bye, that type of thing. Here's the thing, guys. I don't care if it's the same in any relationship. It is. I don't care what the dynamics or who the people are involved in the relationship. If you have lost that loving feeling, as they say, right? If you're no longer in love with the person that you're with, don't go out trying other models of cars, right? Don't be going here driving different models, test driving and stuff. Just don't do that. Have enough decency, because you have to remember something. At some point in time in your life, you cared for that person. You loved that person. You had feelings, you had emotions for this person. Be respectful to that. Be respectful to that person, and just say, listen, I don't know. I'm just not in love with you anymore. And we just need to end this. Do the adult thing, right? Break it off. Go get and then if you want to go find someone, then go do that. But don't be out here test driving, different sports cars up and down the street, because you're tired of the old Ford Fairlane you have in your driveway at home. That's not cool. I don't care what the dynamics of the relationship is. It doesn't matter, right? That doesn't matter. The emotions, the commitment, the feelings, that's all the same. No matter what the makeup of the relationship is. Just don't step out. That's just shitty thing to do. So anyway. So let's see here. Like I say, the Now Recording Boys dropped a video last night, or I'm sorry, early this morning, going over some different topics and stuff. It's just kind of like a what do you call it, a roundup of topics over the last little bit. Go check that out. Let's see what else we got going out there. My co-host Pizzle has put out a couple of videos over the Thanksgiving little break. Go check that out. Let's see, the Law Cow podcast. I've got to still finish watching this. The original unaired pilot was released. Go check that out. I'm about halfway through that one. It's kind of interesting. That is, if you like the Law Cow podcast, which I do. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful that these and I hope that those three guys can kind of keep that dynamic together, because I think it's going to wind up being good for them career wise and pocketbook wise. I think it's going to be good. I hope it is anyway, right? Mark Rober, and I don't know if you guys know who Mark Rober is, but he's a content creator. He's the guy that got real popular from doing the glitter bomb. Remember the glitter bombs, because of the porch pirates was coming in and stealing people's packages and stuff, right? And he made the glitter bombs where they would take it and it'd shoot glitter everywhere and put the fart spray out and everything. So he puts out like X amount of videos a year, and that's it. Well, he just put out a one of his videos, and it's it says octopus versus underwater maze, and I watched that yesterday on our way. We were driving home. The wife was driving, and so I was sitting over in the passenger seat, and because so I've never been, like, I guess what you'd call it, officially diagnosed, like with ADHD and stuff. But my mind is always running and working, right? It's always, and if I don't have things to like engage with, right? So that's why when I'm like at home and I'm not working, I'm still in front of my computer and I'm like editing, or I'm watching videos on how to do editing to get better at that, or Photoshop tutorials and things like that, right? I'm always doing something to occupy me, because if I don't, then my mind starts working, and then the next thing I know, I'm irritating my wife. So imagine that type of dynamic that I battle with, whatever, right? And we're in a vehicle for 3 hours yesterday driving home, right? So if I'm driving, I'm cool, right? But if I'm not driving, well, then I have to like watch videos or something like that to engage my brain so that I don't irritate my wife, right? And I've learned this, and that's why after 28 years, we've been married for 27, been together for 28. So I'm still married after 27 years, because I've learned how to redirect. But anyway, I watched this video yesterday that Mark Rober put out about this octopus. And it really, really fascinated me, right? Matter of fact, let me just do this here. Let me just do this here. We'll just play just a little bit of this. I'll play just a little bit of this here. We'll put it up here, do just a little bit of this, right? So this is Mark Rober. This is the guy that did the whole, like I say, the glitter bombs, right? He did glitter bomb 2.3. He doesn't do glitter bomb no more. He quit that. He did like the last year that he did it, he actually partnered up with some of these guys like that go after the scam centers and stuff, like in India, right? And they actually got glitter bombs and stuff delivered to like these people who were like, they try to scam money out of elderly people. And so he did, it was really cool. It was really cool what they did. So you got to check that out if you had this on his channel here. But anyway, in this one here, he went to a local pet store, right? And he bought an octopus. And he did a video with the octopus. Now, the video has a very happy ending for those people who have they don't like necessarily taking creatures from the ocean or from whatever else, and he does return the octopus to the ocean where the octopus was born. It's really a good story, and it's very, very fascinating, right, to watch this octopus and how smart these creatures are. Octopuses are like next level intelligent about being able to solve things. And that's what this whole video is about, right? So let's watch just a little bit of this. I want to tease this just enough. So if you guys are not aware of Mark Rober and what he does, check him out, because the dude he's really, really good, right? So let's just watch this, just smidge.
This is my pet octopus named Sashimi. And this is a vault filled with all her favorite food. The only problem is, in order to get to this vault, she'll have to rely on her incredible intelligence and dexterity to make it all the way through this 9-part underwater obstacle course. And just like when I made my backyard obstacle course for squirrels, out of the gate, I will admit...
Yeah. So he has a whole series where he did obstacle courses for the squirrels that lived in his backyard. It was a multiple year thing that he did too. Those are interesting as all get out too, right? This guy, Mark Roberg, in case you didn't know it, he's an engineer. He was actually part of the engineering team that designed the rover that they sent to Mars. That's on Mars, crawling around collecting data of samples and things like that, and sending it back to Earth. This guy is super duper smart, right? I mean, we're talking like smart, right? So anyway,
in hindsight, I completely underestimated the capabilities of this remarkable creature. But to understand how we even ended up at this spot, we need to go back in time 6 months when I decided to get a pet octopus to see for myself if they were really as smart as people say they are. And after bringing her home to Crunch Labs and putting her into a saltwater optimized and appropriately decorated tank, she made herself right at home. And the first thing that stood out is just how curious they are. For example, when you put anything into the tank, including your arm, they immediately swim towards it and just want to interact. And we'll cover this in a minute, but beyond just being
so look at all the little tentacles and all that stuff, right? It's wild. Listen, guys, I can't tell you enough. Go check this out. Check this guy's channel out. Check this video. This guy's videos, like when his videos come out, for me, in the way my brain and all that. Listen, it's like Christmas every day, right? When this guy brings out a video. But anyway, there's a link to this particular video. Go check it out. It's so fascinating. And I was sad because it's only like 17 minutes long, right? But anyway, like I say, there's a few things to go check out, some videos to go check out. I'm gonna get out of here. I've got some things to go do. I've got to go help the wife with some stuff. But anyway, possibly, depending on how the day goes and how I feel or whatever, I'm possibly going to do a little gaming stream this evening. It will not be Five Nights at Freddy, and it will not be Phasmophobia. It'll be just a little chilling stream or whatever. I'm not sure what I'll play. I might play some more of the Astroneer game, or I might actually play some Valheim. There's a couple of games that I enjoy to play because they're kind of relaxing. They're not real stressful. But if I do decide to do that, Fortnite, I think I've got Fortnite downloaded. It would probably have to be updated or whatever. I'll think about it, Trippy. I'm not the gamer like that aspect. Like I used to be. I used to really enjoy those type of games and stuff, but I just don't have the dexterity that I really need to be able to play really fast action-packed games like that. But you never know. You just never know what might happen. So anyway, listen, you guys, go support your favorite creator. When you're watching their videos, make sure you put the thumbs up on it. Make sure you leave a comment down below. If they're a streamer, make sure you're engaging frequently in the chat while the stream's going on. All that stuff helps the algorithm, helps that creator. Anyway, I'm looking forward to. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad I had my time away. I'm kind of revigorated, rejuvenated. There will not be a Clear as Mud Sunday. I told the crew, just take the whole weekend off. Spend time with their families. Get that time, whatever. So maybe I might do a stream Sunday. Gaming stream or something like that. I don't know. Follow my Twitter is all I can tell you. Because I just never know what's going to happen and where it's going to happen for the next couple of days. But then Monday, it's right back to routine as normal. You have coffees with me every morning. And, and then we'll have a Thursday night stream, Clear as Mud, a Sunday night stream. We've got part 2 of the Grade A Under A. By the way, if you didn't check out part 1, we did part 1 of the Grade A Under A look back. That was a lot of fun. We got to introduce like Pizzle and Gigi to grade A, under A. It was really cool. There was some stuff even I had forgotten about back in the day with grade A. This part 2, we get into the part 2 one we just recorded, and also we didn't even get through everything. There might actually have to be a part 3 somewhere down the road. But we get into where he starts really shifting and start doing more drama orientated stuff. That's being edited and worked on right now. Hopefully we'll get that out to our subscribers, our channel members rather, on Clear as Mud around Tuesday sometime. Hopefully that'll be on the channel and will be put out. So anyway, if you didn't get that, check it out. Anyway, until next time, guys, remember to always keep your powder dry. Look for me in the funny papers. And if you can't be good, well, then be good at it.